Hello and welcome to Divine Conquer Overhauled version 7 Thalios Bridge faction overview of the High Elves, the Noldor. My favorite faction that is, at this point I'm pretty sure not a secret at all. Like, I've been very clear about the fact that I love the Noldor. My favorite faction and my favorite character of Lord of the Rings is of course Elrond. So, massive changes to the Elves, especially the Noldor, massive changes. One of the most important ones when it comes to warfare, your barracks no longer give you your militia. That's right, you no longer get militia. You might be wondering, what? You now get the Linden long spears everywhere from the Teleri barracks, and from your Noldor guard hall you get the Amanya riders, Amanya swordmasters, and Amanya rangers. To get your militia, you need the armory. The armory is now what gives you the militia as the Noldor. The Noldor also have the option to build the highest road officially, because I feel like the Noldor are basically, if you play by my headcanon, you're basically playing to rebuilding the Fourth Kingdom, which is basically controlling all of Eriador. That's my headcanon and I love it. The Haven gives you 5,000 gold of income, which is insane, right? Yeah, insane. You still lose money. You still lose money. You can't make money. You just can't. But yeah, Haven. If you build the Haven in Umbar, it will give you again the 5k gold. Your closest Palantir, which is the Under Towers, will give you 3k gold. I advise you, grab the Palantir. This is a vital. Go to war with Bree. This whole area is vital for the economy, but you're also very capable elves, and you kind of don't need that much because you get 2k gold from mines. That's right, you got a lot of money. You even beat the dwarves when it comes to the economy. You're insane. What I'm trying to say is you are insane when it comes to money. The elves also the armory, and by armory I mean the blacksmith. Let me go find them. The final blacksmith will give you Noldorin plate, and once you rebuild the Gwathi Merdine, they will give you Celebrimborian plate. But the Gwathi Merdine will give you the highest tier of armor, including with Mifflin from the Haven. You will also get the highest tier of armor, and from Imladris. I think it's the Citadel itself, the Imladris itself, or is it from the last Lonely House? Either way, you get it from there. Very, very, very good stuff. Use it. Your militia, we're gonna talk about it later on. What else do we have to cover? Okay. Economy, good. As the elves, another big change. This goes for all the elves. You do not have trade anymore. Your buildings. Let me just showcase a tradable income building. It's a citadel, like a city. Where's the grain exchange? So I can show it. Thalios Bridge will give you 4k gold, by the way. Sorry, 10k gold. Thalios Bridge is extremely important because it symbolizes Thalios becoming a royal port for Imladris. Because at that point you're kind of the empire of Eregion, and not just Imladris, and then or maybe even the Noldor. You know. Let me just see where's the trade, because I kind of okay, fine, let's look at the sea trade. No, see, no trade. You have no trade from any of your trade buildings. Anyone. Only roads will give you some trade, some, but you are kind of unique in that aspect that you have no trade whatsoever. Let me see if I can find it here. There we go. Grain exchange. No road, no trade whatsoever. That's not the town hall. Where is it? Okay, I forgot. There we go. Marketplace. The first one will give you 750 gold. The second one will give you 1,000, 1,250, and then 1,750. It's to compensate for the lack of trade, because trust me, you as the elves, you kind of have a fine point where you kind of break the capabilities of your income basically, and you will just cannot be able to get more money because trade is scalable, building income is not. Economy, speaking of the tradable resource that you are best at, your best one is silk. Hands down, silk is your best. It'll give you 1100 gold. Second best is iron with 100 gold, and the worst one is gold. So you are all about that precious resource. All about it. You want the silk farms, you want the iron mines, you want all of that. Next one is the custom bodyguard. The only custom bodyguard that the Noldor get is Gildor Inglorian with his Noldor archers. That's right, there he is now changed. He's no longer with the Kelakwendi lords or high lords, or the name is. And of course, High Lord Elrond comes with the best unit in the game, the Noldor Eternal Legion, which we'll talk about once we get to the unit overview. Let me see if I maybe missed something. Let me just see before I continue onward. I have not. Alright, let's go look at the unit overview. And here we are with the unit overview for the Noldor, the High Elves. As you can see, this is one of the highest divided branches for a unit, for an army I should say, because there truly is 5 different categories. You have the militia, the good units, the elites, the uber elites, and then the legendary units with the bodyguard. So first we have is your humble militia, the Lindar guards, which are not humble at all, but that's besides the point. Attack of 14, charge of 6, and total defense of 19 with 10 armor, 6 defense skill, and 3 shield. You might be saying, well, that's not a lot of armor. Yes, but you have to remember this is leather. They don't have any metal on it, and that's 10. That is amazing. 14 attack is just downright amazing. But only 100 of them. This is the problem with the elves. Your militia is small. Very small. Extremely small. You want to transition to your good units as quickly as possible. The cost of the Lindar guards is 3,240 and an upkeep of 1,550. That is an insane cost. By the way, they have a charge bonus equal to most dwarven units also. But yeah, expensive as fuck. Next we have is the Lindar Bowmen, a unit that will single-handedly beat any other faction's archers except the Elven one, of course, the Thranduil and Lothlorien. 92 of them, so very small. 7 melee attack, that's really bad. 12 missile attack is amazing. And 3 charge bonus, of course, they're not chargers. And total defense of 16 with 10 armor and 6 defense skill. They are amazing early game archers. Just downright amazing. Use them. And have a cost of 3,260 and an upkeep of 1,530. Then we come to your Lindar Mariners. Much better hand-to-hand infantry. 60 melee attack with the axes, 10 missile attack, which is armor piercing, of course. Love that. And total defense of 18 with 11 armor and 7 defense skill. Still leather, but have some reinforcement. That's why the 11 armor and 7 defense skill, because, well, it's kind of keeping with the theme. They have a cost of 3,330 and an upkeep of 1,590. They are, they're okay. As a flanking kind of support unit, they're okay. But then we come to kind of the jewel of this lineup. The Linden Longspears. The unit that actually breaks away from the 10 armor. 77 soldiers though, so very small. 12 attack for a pike unit is amazing. 5 charge, they even beat the dwarves sometimes in the charge department. And total defense of 17 with 14 armor and 3 defense skill. So they're all about the armor, which, by the way, remember, this is all leather. There is no armor plating here, all leather, maybe some chainmail, and it's 14 armor. Just showcase how advanced the elves are. The 12 attack is just godlike. And my advice is recruit them as much as you can. Recruit them. They will stop most units dead in their tracks. They are a perfect early game stopping force. They have a cost of 4,170 and an upkeep of 2,000, but they are worth it, if you ask me. Next we have is your downright aggressive unit, Downright vicious, if I dare say. The Amanyar Swordmasters, there's 100 of them, well, 102. They have an attack of 24 and a charge bonus of 10. That's amazing. Just amazing. Total defense of 27 with 19 armor. You can kind of see the Noldor having the plate, and they have the plate. 19 armor is insane for militia. An 8 defense skill. They are insane. Recruit them. Whenever you can, these two should be your primary sources of infantry, and your archers should be basically the Lindar Bowmen, and you'll be good for the early game. But let's talk about the cost of the Amanyar Swordmasters. 5,120 and upkeep of 2,470. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they're expensive. And next we come is the Amanyar Riders. Very good cav. Very good cav. 9 attack, 15 charge bonus. Very, very good. And total defense of 26 with 18 armor and 8 defense skill. A beautiful early game cav. Beautiful early game cav. That costs 5,000 gold. And has an upkeep of 2,470. Extremely good early game cav, but also extremely expensive. Next we have is the Amanyar Rangers. Your only missile cavalry, and a very good missile cavalry with 8 attack, 9 missile attack, awesome, and 120 charge. With total defense of 24, 18 armor, and 6 defense skill. That is amazing. That is amazing for an early game horse archer. Not, they will not break any, awards that goes to canned, but these are really, really, really good. And have a cost of 5,200 and upkeep of 2,480. Quite expensive for what they are. But then we come to your good units, and the units that your armies will probably be mostly filled with. The Sindar Spearmen, first and foremost. 22 attack for a spear unit is insane. 5 charge bonus, pretty, lackluster. Total defense, 41. That's right, these rival the Dunedain. And we're not even talking about the elites. 26 armor, 9 defense skill, 6 shield. Do I need to say more? I don't think I do. They have a cost of 6,400 and upkeep of 3,090. They will you will outspend any other army in the world to pay for your units, but you will also outclass every single army in the world to pay for your units, against ARD units. Sindar Axemen, 15 attack, effective against armor, insanely good. 7 charge bonus, could be better. And total defense of 36 with 26 armor again, 6 defense skill and 4 shield. Less defensive, same armor though, but much aggressive with the 15 attack and effective against armor. Much aggressive. And they have a cost of 6,200 and upkeep of 2,990. Again, quite expensive. Next we have is the Sindar Archers, your definite upgrade and definitely tanks of, well, basically the Elvendom. 12 melee attack, 14 missile attack, insanely good, and 5 charge, with total defense of 31. Of course, 26 armor and 5 defense skill. Replace as many Lindar Bowmen that you can with your Sindar Bowmen. As many as you can, my advice. They have a cost of 6,200 again, same one, and an upkeep of 2,990. So kind of the same cost as the Axemen. But then we come to the legends of this mod. If I do dare say that myself, I would consider them legends because this basically showcases what this mod is. The Noldor Defenders will be the first ones with a 200 size. Isn't that a rare sight? A 200 size Elven unit. 23 attack for spear unit, 6 charge, very weak, and total defense of 44 with 28 armor, 10 defense skill and 6 shield. Nothing will move past these guys. Nothing. They have a cost of 8,600 and an upkeep of 5,430. That's right, these units are more expensive than your legendary unit. but you get 200 of them. So can you complain? I don't think so. Noldor veterans, 200 of them, 30 attack. 30! No need for effective against armor. 30 attack! 10 charge bonus, pretty good. And total defense of 37 with 28 armor and 9 defense skill. Boy! Boy! They shred. But they also cost an arm and a leg. 8,600 and 5,430 upkeep. Ooh. And finally your last archer before we talk about the legendary unit. 12 melee attack, 15 missile attack, that's just great, and 5 charge bonus, which is fine. And total defense of 34 with 28 armor and 6 defense skill. 152 of them, that is amazing for an archer. Just amazing. You cannot complain about these archers. You should not complain about these archers. They have a cost of 6,200 and upkeep of 3,010. The range didn't change much. Range has kind of stayed the same. But then we talk about the uber elites, the demigods of Middle Earth, basically. First, the Eregian Smiths, effective against armor, 21 attack, 90 of them, insane. 8 charge bonus, doesn't matter. 21 armor piercing is just enough. And total defense of 52 with 30 armor, 14 defense skill, and 8 shield. 30 armor. These are the most highly armored units in the game that you can get. Not talking about the legendary units. These are just as a normal unit that you can recruit. Well, not normal, but you get what I'm saying. Boy, are they good. And they have a great cost with them. Cost of 6,500 and an upkeep of 3,250. You might be saying, wait a minute, they're cheaper than these guys? Yes, but they're also half their size. So that's the balance factor, basically. Oh man, it's raining with the motherfucker. Alright, next talk about the Eldarin Eterno. The best, or second best, pike unit in the game. They 18 attack for pike unit is insane. Not like the Fountain Guard, which has 19. So that regard, Fountain Guard is actually stronger. 10 charge bonus, which is great, and total defense of 39 with 30 armor. This is where they, I think, beat the Fountain Guard. These are more defensive, but it doesn't matter. 19, 18 attack doesn't matter. They will kill everything in their direction. They have a cost of 6,400 and upkeep of 3,175. Again, they're cheaper cost just because they're smaller. Now we come to the second best cavalry, or the best cavalry, depends how you look at it. 17 attack, 20 charge, insane, and total defense of 42 with 30 armor. This is why I say depends how you look at it, because this is the most highly armored cavalry in the game. 6 defense skill and 6 shield. They are tanks on horses. They have a cost of 6,600 and upkeep of 3,240. Definitely worth it. Get all of these. Just get them. Like, don't even question it. They will solo kill a shit ton of units. And of course, we have the Kelekwendi Nobles, previously known as Mifflin Nobles, with a size of 90, attack of 30, woo, charge of 14. That's some cavalry charge right there, boy. And total defense of 50 with 30 armor, 13 defense skill, and 7 shield. Kelekwendi Nobles are truly that. Kelekwendi Nobles. They are gods. Almost. You can get them from Mifflin, from Imladris, and from Gwathi Merdine. They have a cost of 6,500 and upkeep of 3,250. That's why they're changed into Kelekwendi Nobles. And they have a unique text. Second only to the Noldor Eternal Legion, these light lords of the Noldorin realms, under the leadership of Círdan the Shipwright, make sure that the Grey Havens and the great realms of Imladris and Ostinet Hill remain safe. That's basically the queue where you get them. Remain safe from any threats. With the fall of many Noldor realms, these noble take arms not just to defend the Elven realms, but the whole history and memory of Elvendom in Eriador. If it means leaving the ancient realms of Elves, let it be so, and let it be known that not just the Noldor are ready to die for the High Lord and the Shipwright. Basically, the Noldor Eternal Legion. They are basically the same almost. They are just a little bit weaker. These are I don't know how, you know, the Space Marines and the Custodes. That's basically it. This is the Space Marines. These are the Custodes. That's kind of the relationship there. But before we talk about the the beautiful Noldor Eternal Legion, let's talk about the Kalakwendi Lords. 95 attack, okay, pretty okay attack. 8 charge, fine, and total defense of 45 with 28 armor, 10 defense skill, and 7 shield. Extremely good. Extremely good, but I also have an extreme cost of 5,800 and upkeep of 2,710. Yeah, no thank you. If you can hear lightning, I'm gonna be quickly done with this because then I'm gonna have to turn off my PC because I don't want something to hit. I don't want lightning to hit my house. But first we have to talk about the Noldor Eternal Legion, previously known as the Gilgalad's Company. 77 of them with 27 melee. 16 missile attack, that's beautiful, and 10 charge bonus with total defense of 51. With single, I think this is the highest armor on a unit in the game. 35 armor. Maybe Sauron beats them, but Sauron is a god basically, and these are not gods, they're just elves. So yeah, 35 armor, 16 defense skill. There's very little that will kill them. Very, very little. None at all. Like, there is... These guys alone can kill like 3,000 units. They are that powerful. Of course, talk about the early game. Late game, they kind of, you know, fall off. But not a lot. They are still the best unit in the game, hands down. And you want them as many as you can. And you should tremble in your boots when you see them and you're their enemy. Of course, 8,000 cost and upkeep of 6,000. So let's talk about their description. Noldor Eternal Legion are the greatest warriors in Middle-earth, for they are chosen by High Lord Elrond and trained from birth to be the Eternal Guardians, only to be used when the threat to Elvendom is great. They are outfitted with mithril armor, that's right, and weaponry. Many Noldor, as well as lesser elves, consider them the greatest children of Eru Ilúvatar. When they are on the battlefield, the will of Eru Ilúvatar and all of Noldor realms is present. They are your ultimate unit. Nothing will come close to the Noldor Eternal Legion. But don't even attempt to make an army of them. Because 20 of them, do you want to spend 160k just to build them? And then do you want to spend 120k to upkeep them? No, you cannot keep that army because it's only one army and you have a gigantic realm to maintain. Good luck. So yeah, what are the Noldor? The Noldor are all about this. This side right here. Militia has some good units, but your militia suffers. It's this side that just wins. And wins hard. So if you're fighting the Noldor early on, my advice is just to rush them. Like, while they have the crappy militia, well, I mean, crappy militia. While they have that, rush. Kill them while you can. While they only have Elrond as the Noldor Eternal Legion unit. Because if they get more, oh boy, you're fucked. Luckily, the AI is dumb. But if this was multiplayer, I'm pretty sure every single, you know, Noldor player would go for these guys whenever they can, because there really is very little answers to the Noldor Eternal Legion. One-on-one, they will win against any army, whether or against any unit, whether it's armor piercing or not. The only problem arises when, for example, 3 or 4 units with armor piercing focus on them, then they will get killed. Their weakness is solely in the armor piercing category. Like, armor piercing will destroy them because, well, I mean, 45 armor is great, but that's not a lot when it gets halved. So yeah, that's the Noldor Eternal Legion, my favorite faction and most powerful faction in the mod. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. I greatly appreciate the support. Goodbye.